If I get shriveled up like this, oh, it's difficult, like that, even given our size difference. You push in like this. So instead, once I expand out, see, this is a totally different feeling.
Yeah.
This is wrong, this is limp. Okay, obviously limp is not going anywhere. Okay, then I expand and I expand up, like that. And you gradually get moved away. And so what is like that in our body? It is our fascia. Our fascia is often described as a network, a net of connective tissue, strong connective tissue through our body. And when you use song, you are distributing their incoming force across that net. So instead of having your force, your strike, jam into my shoulder, jam into my spine, jam into my knees, and beating up all those things, instead it distributes across the fascia web. Yeah, now relax, feel your shoulder blade expand, feel the space in your shoulder get wider. Yeah, expand backwards and forward, feel it down to your, okay, yeah, that works. All right, thanks for joining me on this. So we're talking about song, and in Tai Chi, when people hear song, they often think limpness. They just go limp, right? But limpness is not the power of Tai Chi. If you're, what song is an intelligent softness, that distributes force throughout your body and into the earth. And what is that like? Well, it's like a soccer goal net versus a brick wall. So if you have a brick wall and you kick a ball really hard into it, the ball hits the bricks and all the bricks compress. And so hypothetically, if it was powerful enough, the bricks would crack, right? Because everything would be being compressed together until it fails. When you kick a ball into a soccer net, what happens is it hits a net, and the net, is the net hard or soft? It's soft. It's an intelligent softness. It hits a net, and then the net pulls on all the ropes, and it starts to pull across all the ropes in a way that distributes the pressure across the full length of the rope until it reaches the goal post, which is hard, but it gets conducted into the ground. But hypothetically, you could have something, mount to a cliff or something like that, and they will catch it right into the earth. So a net softly distributes force very efficiently and into everything that's connected to. And those things are very sturdy. Who's ever seen a net rip from a soccer ball kick? Never. And so what is like that in our body? It is our fascia. Our fascia is often described as a network, a net of connective tissue, strong connective tissue through our body. And when you use song, you are distributing their incoming force across that net. So instead of having your force, your strike, jam into my shoulder, jam into my spine, jam into my knees, and beating up all those things, instead it distributes across the fascia web, which is so much stuff. If we were to take all the fascia out of the body, it would span a huge amount of space. And so it's a huge net we have that would distribute the force. And pressure is force divided by area. So when you consider the area of the fascia, you're dividing it by such a big number that the force felt anywhere becomes very small. And that's why if you come and push me, right? If you push me, push. If I use my joints, I line up my joints like this, I feel strong and hard. I'm not going anywhere. But you can feel the rigidity of that, right?
Right.
That's not Tai Chi. That is a structure that you can train in all kinds of things. But Tai Chi is like this. You push me again, right? You push. What is that like?
It's harder to push.
It's harder to push me. And does it feel rigid?
No.
No. Does it feel hard?
No.
No, it's like a certain softness, bounciness that you cannot get past.
Like a flowy energy.
So that would be like you trying to run through a soccer net.
That makes sense.
Yeah, you try to run through a brick wall, that won't work either, but it's a distinctly different feeling than trying to go through a net. So this is distributing your force. And so once you understand that, then you can begin to see how this works. So song really works on three principles, three things. One is how it distributes the force across the net, right? And two, it is how it changes how your perception works. If I'm focused on tuning my perception to force and the angle of your force vector, right, then that would tend to encourage one, rigidity, and two, antagonism, right? But when I softly let it flow through my body, then what happens is I'm tuning myself to an expansive awareness, one that is not violently clashing with you. And that allows us to do the deeper practices of Tai Chi, the spiritual aspects of Tai Chi through this practice. The other key thing is that it removes unnecessary co-contractions. Okay, so in the beginning we said that people hear song and you just go limp. And it is not limpness. People often ask, how am I supposed to accomplish anything if I turn all my muscles off? I would just be a puddle on the ground. That is correct. You would just be a puddle on the ground. So we do not turn our muscles off. We're going to use our muscles. We're going to use our muscles in an intelligent way, in the song aligned way. And actually, most of the great Tai Chi masters from the early days of Tai Chi, Yang Lu Chan that founded it, Chen Fa-ke, founders of Wu style and everything like that, they were really muscular, strong men, right? But they were very soft and very effective in how they used it. So how is it that we use it? Well, we're going to use it without co-contractions. I don't mean just the gross ones of using your bicep and tricep at the same time. Yes, you don't want to do that for sure. But it's even within our fibers. They're often fighting against each other. Because if I want to outline a force, so like you're pushing me, and let's say you push a little bit up or a little bit down, so I'm angling to cancel that force out. But see, my muscles to push that, say my tricep and my lats, some of them are here, some of them are there, some of them are here. And I have to use only certain ones that lines up with that, and other ones have to kind of balance out in some way. So a lot of them are not able to be applied efficiently for that specific direction. Some of them have to sit out, or some are, so this one are point together just to get it to be equal. And it's very inefficient. Let me borrow a purse real quick. I don't know whose purse this is, but
It's mine, you can use it.
Okay, you grab one, I can wrap onion. So something's pointing down like right here. So we're trying to pull really hard. We're trying to get this to be flat, and it's really hard / impossible to truly make this flat. That will be an inefficient co-contraction that limits how effective we are with using our effort. We're both working very hard just to hold that up. So what we want to do is to allow our body to, instead of being distorted by the co-contractions, because what happens is when you tense up, you distort. And when you have song, you restore the true shape. And what is the true shape? Fully inflated, like a yoga ball. Like I always say, a yoga ball. So fully inflated. And we're going to do a demonstration of this, okay?
Okay.
So come stand over here. Yeah. Put one hand on my shoulder blade, okay? And then stand next to me, and you're going to hold me down right here. Don't let me push you up. So I'm stronger than you, I think. So I could just muscle you up. Too. Right? So it takes a certain amount of effort, and you feel the muscles in my shoulder blade working, right?
Right.
Sports science will tell you that you want to contract your rhomboids, your lower trapezius, pull me down, and then that stabilizes your shoulder blade, and then this is pretty strong. Okay, that's not bad, okay? But come again, hold me right there. This is tense back there, rhomboids and stuff like that. I relax that, and then I do song. This is still a little bit tense, right? Oh, see, everything expands. You feel that?
Yeah.
Now I'm a big yoga ball. I expand it, and I expand this up. Whoa, no, don't give up. You gave up too easy. Okay. So I expand like this. Keep fighting me. See? And I expand up like that. So very different feeling, right?
Yeah. You are very strong now.
Thank you. Let me get so much stronger. Carrie, come on. Help me with this for a second. Oh, stay here, Aaron.
Okay.
Yeah. Stand on this side. I want someone strong enough to lock me down if I do it wrong. So hold me down. Okay, so here I'm trying to push up. Yeah, that's not working. Okay, so, and you can feel everything working, right? So I relax and I expand. You feel the expansion? Okay, when I expand it, I could expand this upwards, and this will go up. Now, when I did that, you feel this muscle working. You felt my muscle, yes? It's not like I was limp. Okay, so this is wrong. This is limp. Okay, obviously limp is not going anywhere. Okay, then I expand, and I expand up, like that. And you gradually get moved away, but you feel the muscle does work. But the key is, did it collapse in?
No, it expanded.
It expanded, right? If I expand and it collapses in, then it's not going to work, see? So if it expands and it stays expanded, then now we can go up and out like that.
Okay.
Okay, thank you.
Do you feel your musculature working?
Question is, do I feel my musculature working? Yes. Okay, so come on back, Aaron. So my musculature is working, but they're working in a way that does not mess up my yoga ball. And that does not shrivel up or shrink or tangle up the ball. It stays inflated all the way. So I isolated that one specifically to my shoulder blade. Come over here again. Yeah, feel my shoulder blade, hold my arm down like this. So this is expanded shoulder blade and it goes up. But if I expand down to my feet, this proper song, all the way expanded, see, then it's really easy to move up. Okay, you try that real quick.
Okay.
Which arm you want to use?
For me to raise it, I'll use my left one. I've been told it's stronger than my
Your left
right
one's stronger? Okay, so face the camera.
Okay.
Yeah, stand, yeah, naturally. So here, push up. Okay, I could stop you, right? So now, yeah, now relax. Feel your shoulder blade expand. Feel the space in your shoulder get wider. Yeah, expand backwards and forward. Feel it down to your, okay, yeah, that works. Very nice.
I could feel the difference in that.
Yeah, and you feel yourself exerting effort, but it was effective versus you were,
Right.
versus not.
I actually felt stronger the second one.
Exactly, because your whole strength was fighting me and not in part fighting yourself.
Right.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So that is the second level of song in which you learn to, the key concept of song in which you learn to maintain the proper inflation in your body. You look at pictures of Yang Chengfu and other Tai Chi masters from the early day, Chen Fa and all that, they're all big motions, big motions, big motions, big motions. They're nothing like this. Right? It's not like this. It's big all the time. Big in every motion like that.
Yeah.
So if you push on my hand, push. I'm gonna go back and up like this.
Okay.
Yeah. From here like this, right? If I get shriveled up like this, oh, it's difficult. Like that. Even given our size difference. You push in like this. So instead, once I expand out, see, this is a totally different feeling.
Yeah.
What if she surprised me? You push me, and she pressed me flat into my body. Am I doomed? Not necessarily. The key is that it's okay my body is in like this. It's that I did not distort my own musculature. So if my muscles are relaxed like this, right, it's okay. But if I was tense in like this, you see, I tense this a little bit like this, it creases a little bit here, then it's really hard to get out of this. But pin me in, yeah. So you pin me in like this. If I relax from here, so I'm relaxed, I start inflating from here, I could still go back up and out. So it's about how your muscles inflate into your full form without you contracting them in a way that deforms your full inflation. Does that make sense?
It does.
Now come back over here. So if you have a balloon, you blow a balloon up. If the balloon has wrinkles and kinks where it's stuck to itself, it won't inflate well. So that's your own incorrect use of musculature. When you smooth it out, then it could inflate. And we want to be able to inflate. Does that make sense?
It does.
All right. So these are the keys to what makes song work, eliminating unnecessary co-contractions. So you can have your full inflationary pressure. 2, distributing their force across your fascia surface. And then 3, tuning your mind to that distribution of pressure and controlling that instead of the antagonistic clashing of force. Is that clear?
Yes.
All right, awesome. Thank you for helping me explain this. Thanks for watching. See you guys.